And we're back with part 2 of the TransWorld stream. I had some technical difficulties, and apparently the stream just ended. I guess it was just done. But here on hauntformer, I say nay. The stream keeps going, and going it shall go. We're gonna continue talking about TransWorld. If you're there, you're there. If not, oh well. I mean, it is what it is. We're going to be talking about a few more companies that I think are being slept on. I truly think that some of these companies are just being overlooked. I understand that the prices are a tad higher, but I do think that they're worth it. So give me a sec. It looks like the stream is back up, so that's cool. Glad you can rejoin. If you're rejoining, I'll give everybody a few minutes to get back on, because we have so much more, and we are staring in the face of what could easily be one of my favorite props ever. So don't miss it. Don't miss it. Go get yourself a Slurpee and come back. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. At the TransWorld stream. So, if we're going to start diving into it, it looks like we got some people watching. We're going to continue talking about TransWorld. And this prop right here, which comes from the folks at Midnight Studios, is possibly one of the Gucci Rat was indeed the best part of the stream. And TransWorld is not touring. TransWorld, I didn't mention this, by the way, was in St. Louis, and there it remained for its weekend or whatever, and then it ended. So I'm sorry. We unfortunately can only live vicariously through these videos with Brick Thunder and the Carpetbagger and others. But this company really wowed me. This was probably the sleeper hit of TransWorld to me. A company called Midnight Studios, and this thing right here really blew me away. And I'm going to show you what it is in all its creepy glory. As you can see, they have so many characters. Midnight Studios effects. I'll be honest, I never really heard about them much prior to these videos. And they have some really cool props that I think we're all missing out on. Now, I can't show you everything because their website, it just keeps going and going and going. But take my word for it, they have some cool stuff. One of the coolest things they have are their collection of statues. And I don't mean a statue like a brick statue. I guess I'm back online. I think my stream permitted, and now it's back. So bear with me. Maybe is it still going? It's having a rough time. I don't really know what to tell you. Again, I'm not a streamer. This is why I am a little sketch with streaming from time to time, because it always gives me problems. But that's really cool, Amy. I'm glad you were there too. I think you picked a good year to go. With last year not being a hit, this year I think made up for it, and you're seeing the effects of people depraved of Halloween for even 1 year. But yeah. No, you guys didn't miss too much. I tried to start the stream as soon as I noticed the other one ended. It's just the way the cookie crumbles, I guess. They have a killer Ronald McDonald. That is absolutely right. Gazland friends forever. But really, like, there's so much originality in this Midnight Studios. You have a Jack Skellington. You have Leprechaun. You have ghosts that look like they're straight out of freaking Phantasm, Haunted Mansion, Poltergeist crossover. You have these really cool sea monsters. And if we go to page 2 here... Oh, wait. Is there not page 2? There's got to be a page 2. Yeah, there is. Yeah, the Jack Skellington's pretty dope. Where is it? Where is my guy? Where is my guy? Come on. Come on. Hang on. I just really wanted to savor this prop with you guys. If I can find it. Where is it? Sorry. Give me a sec. I was just really in love with this specific prop, and now I can't find it. Maybe it was from 2019? Oh, look, they have Venom. That is cool. What's your favorite company? Amy asks. I would probably have to say Distortions. I just really like the quality and the craftsmanship of their characters. Oh, look, you have Ash. I mean, they can't call it that for obvious reasons, but you can tell. You can tell. You have like the Haunted Mansion looking ghosts. You have some really cool genetic mutation. I love this. Genetic mutation. Look at that. All right, I guess I can't find what I wanted to talk about, but it's this guy. Hang on. It's this character right here with his head half exploded. This whole prop, there's also a version where he has wings, like a winged demon monster. This prop may be one of my favorite props I've ever seen. I don't know why. I think it's just because it's a very odd-looking zombie with a half head. Whatever the case may be, I really dig it. Now, I looked him up. He costs like $8.50, so he's pretty expensive, a little out of my range. But very cool nonetheless. Really exciting to see, I would say, inventive stuff like this. And do I like poison props? I do. I do like poison props. Some of their stuff is a little spastic, but on the whole, they have some neat designs that you can't overlook. Now, if we keep going, you're going to notice Slender Man. Now, Slendy, I believe, falls under Witch Doctor Designs. See, I told you I had this all queued up. It's like I had a plan after all. But, as you can see, they don't really have too many props. If I had to be honest, it looks like they're a new company. If there's anyone from Witch Doctor Designs watching this on the rare chance, please leave a comment in the comments because I'd like to pin it, especially if you're a new company. I want to get the word out about you. But with that being said, they only have 4 props. They all look pretty unique. They have a wood chipper that an actor actually goes in. You have lab subjects, which appear to be monkeys. They look a little cartoony, as does the Chupacabra, but the animation on the Chupacabra is very cool. Because notice it pops up out of that. I do have a question as to what that is. Is that a dead? I guess it's a. I think it's like a dead animal because the Chupacabra sucks the blood out. And of course, Slimmer Man, aka Slender Man, which is just awesome. I love that we're seeing a Slender Man prop again. I don't know if we're ever gonna get one official, like an official Slender Man, because I don't even know who owns the Slender Man thing. It's probably not the guy who came up with them, sadly, because that's the sad world we live in. But here's what he does. It's pretty simple, but very effective. I like that a lot. I do think he's a little expensive. It looks like you can get a static model. I don't know if that changes the price here. If I added it to my cart, would that change the price? It's still $2,000. So does that mean the animatronic... Sorry, now I'm just playing numbers. They're both $2,000. What the heck? It costs the same as an animatronic versus a prop? I think that's maybe a glitch. But I can't deny that I like Slender Man, and I like this prop. It's probably one of the better animatronics I've seen of that character. Witch Doctor Designs, folks. Check them out. The half-head alien you like is very tall compared to my size. He was huge. That is great to know. That is very cool. A lot of this stuff is going to be bigger than you would expect. Original Sin design. I actually did not include them in the lineup. But that doesn't mean a quick Google search can't help. Let's take a look. So it looks like they have a lot of static standing props, maybe. Very creepy. It looks like an emphasis on women. Like a lot of female props seem to be taking up the front of this website. I guess that's their 2020 catalog. I'm sure they have more stuff if you really dove into it. Again, a lot of women. Maybe that's just their thing. I mean, not knocking it because it all looks really good. But if you ever need a creepy static woman prop, I guess that's your thing. That's your thing. Which is nice. Which is nice to get that dynamic of different characters. Again, you got masks. You will notice that companies like Morris and I mean Distortions kind of bleeds from amateur into professional. They do both, which I like. That's one of my strongest praises for them as of recent. It's a good business decision for them to do that, to jump from professional down, kind of downgrade. As you can see, Zagoni was even there. I, of course, got those really cool shipments from Zagoni, which please check out those videos because that was really fun to do. And if Zagoni's watching, Zagoni, I'd love to work with you guys again because you were really polite, and I love your masks. I really do. So we went through a lot of these companies, Witch Doctor. I'm going to go through a few more of them. Let's take a look at Joshua Webb's video. The Gorgalore Snowman is quite cool. I actually showed him a bit earlier, Amy, in the stream. So we're going to tread familiar ground with a lot of these because like you're going to notice this video doesn't have as high of a resolution, but that's okay. Joshua, regardless. As you can see, there's that prop that I really liked. Man, it's just so cool. I love it. It's so creepy looking. It's great. It's like it may be one of my favorite props. Though I probably won't get it. I really love the alien from Distortions too. Their Area 51 alien. Here you can see more of what was located in that dark room with all of the lights and the animatronics going off. Really sweet. Really sweet animatronics in this room. There's all their pumpkins. I've never seen them do so many pumpkins before. I guess maybe this is the year for pumpkins. Of course, you're not hearing it, but I would advise actually hearing these props. And let's go down to one more so I can show off and showcase the rest of these awesome companies and products. Because there's a lot. As you can see, all the silicone masks. Look at that fog! Oh my gosh. That is so sick. I'm sorry. I'm a sucker for fog, and I'm a sucker for black lights and cool lighting. I really dig it. I think it's great, especially with that layer. I think there's a name for that. I think it's like the swamp fog. I'd love to incorporate that more in my haunts in the future. But what a cool design. A lot of people there. I'm actually really glad that people came out in support of TransWorld. It's nice to see the community kind of getting back to form. But we're gonna take a look at a few more of these companies that I kind of maybe skipped through in some of these videos. There's tons of videos to go check this stuff out. The blacklight does look really lit, pun intended, I guess. The fog in the farmhouse, yeah, it does. It does. So I talked about Distortions. I talked about Midnight Studios, Witch Doctor Designs. I didn't talk about Morbid Monstrosities. They also look like a new company. I don't remember seeing their stuff um, at HauntCon. I don't know if they weren't there or if they're new. Regardless, I do like some of their stuff. I do think some of it is a little cartoony, but I do think there's certainly a market for everything. But the like for example, the devil thing and the goat, they look a little like rounded, like a little not cute, but you know what I mean? Like that vibe. They kind of got that vibe going. But I think their standout pieces are these babies. They have an insect baby, they have a alien baby, and a sea monster Nessie baby. I think they squirt. I think they like shoot. Um, I think they shoot some kind of liquid. Like you fill it with water and you pump it. It's like a puppet kind of. I really dig it. And yes, we did take a look at the snowman. Snowman was, excuse me, the snowman was awesome. I love the snowman. Keep going down. You can notice all of this awesome stuff they've got. I've noticed the chop top alien and monkey actually on Fright Props of all places. I was really surprised to see them there. But the chop top is pretty cool. It's basically like a wall plaque with an alien head on it. I don't know how big this is. I don't really have a good. That's the only thing about some of the photos. It's hard to tell how big it is, but it's really nice. I actually really like both of them. The alien, and I think if you go down, there's a chimpanzee. I don't know why it's the case, but anything chimp for Halloween kind of weirds me out, but I really like this. Do you see that? Did anyone see this in person at the expo? Could anyone tell me how big this thing is? But that is nice. Isn't that weird? Anything, again, anything that's chimpanzee, I get weirded out for some reason. $50. I mean, $50 is not bad for that, especially if it's big, but I can't tell. But if you figure a monkey's head is that, so would it be that big of a plaque? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, if anyone saw that and could let me know, I'll probably check on Fright Props, but I do like the alien and the chimp. It's actually one of the few times where I think when it comes down to it, I would probably pick the chimp over the alien, which is so rare for me because I love alien stuff. But yeah, that monkey is very creepy looking. Very creepy. But the alien's cool too. We already saw Gorgalore. What's this? Monsters Alive. Monsters Alive. We didn't talk about Monsters Alive, but like I said, also got some cool stuff. And new items, as you can see. Scary stuffies and masks and heads. Lots of stuff. So we can go to their shop. Let's go to their scary stuffies. I feel like that it's probably pretty popular. As you can see, they got teddy bears. as I was mentioning earlier in the stream, I kind of want to see if I can recreate something like this. They also have some signs and lights and decals and costumes and prosthetics, masks. Not terrible prices either. Some of them are a little high, but some of them aren't terrible. Got kind of a unique thing with this head. Eye Scream. That's pretty grody looking. That reminds me of like Left 4 Dead or like COD Zombies or something. Very cool. Beastcraft is another company that I haven't heard of before. After seeing their products, I honestly was very excited, and they're actually far more lower priced than a lot of their competitors, as I will show you in just a second. But as you can see, they have animals and catalogs all on here. This is the one that will not be shipping until after Halloween. So unfortunately, if you want any of this stuff, you're not going to be able to get it for this Halloween. You can get it for Halloween 2022. The Forest Spirit one, man, that is cool. That is very creepy. It's almost like a work of art though. Like it's creepy, but it's like beautiful at the same time. I dig. I dig. There's a lot of craftsmanship, clearly. You got the Ghost, the Coffin Banger, Minions, not the banana, not those Minions. Thankfully. Wall mounts, chainsaws. That spider is really creepy. You see it poses. They got a black and red one too. Oh gosh. That pink one rubs me the wrong way. You got a alien pod. We got more dead ghouls and zombies. Oh, look at the Bigfoot. How cool is that? I really like that. It's a little beyond my price. I do like it though. I can't deny that. They got Jason Camp Slasher. Devil Worms, really cool. Zombies. They just kind of keep going. They got a lot of options. Legs. Neat stuff. Neat stuff. Again, I've never heard of them before. But Beastcraft, really sweet company. A lot of nice stuff. Let's keep going. I'm trying to touch on everything before the stream ends because I want to make sure all these companies get their spotlight. I already talked about Gemini Company. I already talked about Hallucinations. I already talked about Creepy Collection. I already talked about whoever this is. Original Sin. And that brings me back to, I think this is Distortions. Yep. With the Zombie Killer, which again, I dig. So as you can see, there's a lot being offered this year. TransWorld really, I think most of these companies brought a good game. I think it definitely deserves an A overall for TransWorld. Some of this stuff's really cool. I'm a little jealous that it's out of my price range. Nevertheless, can't deny that it's not neat stuff. And if I had to pick some highlights for me in terms of stuff that I really enjoyed, clearly the Midnight Studios monsters really blew me out of the water. Also really like the Chop Top stuff from Morbid Monstrosities. Really enjoyed that. I really like the Zombie Killer from Distortions. I think he's pretty cool. They have a few other props this year that are really good. I really like the Genetic Mutation, also from Midnight Studios. They have a lot of stuff. I gotta give it to these companies, really bringing it hard. for 2021. Creepy Collection included. Original Sin. All of these companies bring in something different to the table. I think after oh, sorry. Didn't mean to make a yawn. After what was kind of a low year for Halloween last year, I think this year is going to redeem it. I really do. And I want to hear from you guys now in the comments as to what some of your favorite things were looking through these videos, looking through these websites. What stood out to you? And what would you like to see going forward, whether we're talking a professional company or a more affordable company like Spirit Halloween? I want to hear from you. And we will then start wrapping up the stream because it's been about like an hour and a half. The crap bucket is the scariest part of TransWorld. I agree. I agree. I bought the Vampire Legend prop from Distortions. Now, Amy, did you buy it at the convention and they're gonna ship it to you? I'm assuming that's how that works. Or did you order it on the website? I'd like to hear that. And while we get that answer, I'm going to go to Fright Props real quick because I want to see if they have that monkey. By the way, I was mentioning Fright Props earlier. They really do have all those really great pneumatic things and prop controllers and stuff like that. Okay, Amy, you did get it from the expo. That's really neat. Was there anything else you got that stood out? I'm going to try to find the monkey. I just wanted to see if it gave dimensions for it. See, the Peekaboo controller, it's a haunt controller. Not what I was expecting for monkey. Oh, there it is. The Chop Top Monkey. This product is custom made and may take several weeks to ship. Good to know. And notice it's 65 here, so a little higher. Oh, that's so creepy looking. I might have to ask a question. Alright, I'm going to ask a question, guys. Hold up real quick. Guess I'm going in. Mark J. Ralston. Why is it got to be so general product inquiry? No. I want to know. Oh, why is it taking me? I'm not gonna bother emailing them for the dimensions of a freaking monkey. It is cool though, you gotta admit. I really do like it. My favorite prop was the Edgar Allan Poe. I wish I had the money for it though. Yes, he is very, very cool. Original. I wasn't expecting to see an Edgar Allan Poe prop probably ever. It's a good thing I'm dead because that grossly detailed crap bucket surely would have killed me. It definitely would have, Michael. I don't know where I'd put the Peekaboo controller. Basically, you can use it for a whole range of different things. Reminds me of one of those door greeters you see at Rite Aid. Yes, you're right, it does. But it looks... I just am wondering how big it is. There's no reference. Because if it's small... If it's as small as those door greeters, then that monkey head wouldn't be that big. And I think that would be a pointless thing. Like, if it was this big, then the monkey head's only that. Most monkey heads are much bigger. At least, unless it's like a little spider monkey. Ugh. Reminds me of the movie Monkey Shines. I've never seen it, but every time I watch the trailer, it always creeps me out. It's about a killer monkey. There was that phone call that woman experienced that horrible mutilation from that monkey, and that always has traumatized me from monkeys. Not that I hate monkeys or anything, but out of a lot of animals, you'd be surprised that monkeys are higher on my list in terms of things that creep me out. What have they done to you, Bubbles? Yes, Michael, your beloved Bubbles. That monkey looks traumatized. Probably from all the clown props. Yeah, you're right. Probably. Looks like you're going to have to buy the monkey. Maybe so. It does look bigger than that. Maybe on their Instagram? Perhaps, perhaps. So the chop top monkey really stood out to me, as did Zombie Killer, among other props. I know this one isn't new by any means, but Leftovers I really dig on Distortion's website too. I really think it's a good prop. It just has a creepy vibe to it. It's very gross. It's very different than what I typically do. Yeah. Is there a demo video of which prop are you wondering if there's a demo video for in particular? Also, we're getting to the chill part of the stream. I covered basically everything I wanted to cover with TransWorld. There's so much. I could be here for hours. But I wanted to keep it pretty simple and straightforward. So, yeah. Seth asked, was I at TransWorld this year? I was not at TransWorld. This is basically my trip to TransWorld virtually. But I appreciate the videos from all of these awesome YouTubers for giving me the content to actually commentate on what they had. And I went through all of these different companies' websites, so it feels like I did kind of do a booth hop around. Oh, Lopez Nightmares, I think I watched your video actually on Leftovers today, because I was contemplating getting it. It does really look cool. We'll see if I end up getting that or Zombie Killer or some other prop. But I do plan on picking up something from Distortions this year. We will see what comes out of that. I typically get at least one thing from them a year, and maybe something from Spirit. It all depends on what these companies offer, but it looks like as of 2021, Distortions has kind of slowed down production. But I do give them respect for that one, because very different. I wouldn't expect to see that from Distortions. Haunt, Flex, and Drill. That's right. That's right. I might get one of those dragon heads. What color do you like the most? That's a good question. Well, let's see what options. Okay, so there's well, there are your options for you. You have a black, you have blue. Sorry, the photos are really low res for some reason there. Oh, that's weird. You have, let's go back. Black, blue, green. Ooh, I like the green. Ooh, I like the yellow. Ooh, I like the red. Wow. Actually, those are all kind of cool. Let me look through one more time. The black's okay. I mean, with the light in there, I think it helps. I think you can change the color of the light too. Green. I mean, if I would say it depends on a theme that you're doing. Like if you're doing a snowy mountain castle, maybe you do the white. If I'm going with just which one looks the neatest to me, I think the red. The red just looks really dope. It's like a fire. I mean, it is a fire breathing dragon at essence. That's just really sick. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Zombie Killer is great too. Yes, you're right. You're right. Lopez Nightmares. We'll see what we end up getting. Do you plan on getting anything this year from Distortions? Because I know your Leftovers video that was earlier than this year, correct? It's between black and red. I would say all of them were pretty cool. The Dragon Legends were all pretty dope. I'm looking for something to add to my haunted cafe theme this year. Any ideas? Um, a haunted cafe. I mean, tables are important. I mean, to set the scene. I think if you're doing like a old classic cafe, maybe some kind of jukebox or music player would be really cool. Playing some creepy music would be nice. I buy the black one just to put it above my TV. There you go. The dragon is cool. It is 400 almost. Yes, it is probably a lot bigger than you're thinking. I mean, it's got to be pretty large. I would assume. Because I think Distortions offers pretty reasonable prices for most of their stuff. I think a few things are a little high, but on the whole, I do like what they have to offer. Yeah, Leftovers is pretty dope. I agree. Um, yeah, so that was Distortions. That was Midnight Studios. That was everything. I mean, everything that I could find. I mean, there's so many more companies. I probably didn't even cover half of what TransWorld had. Obviously, you saw how big the floor was. But those were the ones that stood out to me, and I think the ones that you would probably appreciate the most. Little companies with, like, I don't know, selling balloons or something, you probably don't care as much about. Not to knock them and their business, but in terms of what I think my viewers would like and what I personally like, these companies really stand out to me. Besides masks, of course, because masks are always dope. I mean, we could look up immortal masks, and you'd probably just be blown away by the quality of some of these masks. I mean, really cool. You'll notice quickly the pricing of them. But cannot deny how lifelike these characters look. Like, look at the behemoth and the Arctic. Like, man, it's cool. It's really cool. Boogeyman. If you wanna look legit and you have the money, these are your masks. Again, I don't think I could. I don't think I'd feel right dishing out that much money for something like that. But if it's in your range, it's in your range. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So yeah. Well, did you do Ghost Ride Productions? I didn't. Let me do them real quick because I'm gonna wrap up the stream momentarily. Whoops. Come on, Mac. If you could only spell. Oh, they even wrote, "Thank you for a great trade show." I'm glad they have a good trade show. Let's go to their store. All props are made to order. Let's check out their 2020 showcase. You know what? I did stumble across these before, I'm pretty sure. I didn't really get a full look at all of them. Oh, look at the chilled monkey brain. It's like Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. As you can see, they even have a Joker. They even have a Joaquin Phoenix Joker. Look at that. And they, of course, have to call it the Jokester. They don't want to be infringing any copyright. I don't blame them. There you have the Creep Show head from the opening segment of Creep Show with good old Nate. Look, you have a glutton. You have a gutted person. You have hanging heads. Man, it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. Too much stuff to go through. Um, Autopsy, Zombie Teen. Really cool. Ghost Ride. I like it. I dig it. I dig it. And they were thankful for the good trade show. So how could I say anything? So with that being said, everybody, I'm going to wrap up this stream. Leave in the comments your favorite part of it before I depart, dearly depart. And I really appreciate each and every one of you. Truly, for watching this stream, you made it this far. It's pretty late. I know us as children of the night. We typically stay up pretty late, but I appreciate you being here nonetheless. I really do. Someone say booth 18. Is that a company or are you just meaning a booth? Always follow your searches with Halloween. It's just a thing. Just a thing to keep in mind. Yeah. Well, there you have it. We took a look at some monkeys um, and other props. Because apparently, monkeys may be my deep, dark fear. And I just exposed that to my viewers. Yeah. A monkey. My favorite was the monkey. Yes. Thank you very much for watching, Matthew. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you guys for watching the stream. It feels like you've been so long since you've live streamed. Thank you, Max. I'm really glad that I got to be more live streams. Hopefully, I won't be on as long of a hiatus as before. But I do like doing the streams because I get to talk with you live, like right away, and respond to you. And I not only does it help the creator viewer experience, but it also lets me know what kind of stuff you guys like, and that's great. That's really great. So yeah, all of it was the best part. Well, I do appreciate that, guys. All 36 of you and counting, and everybody else, because I'm sure you popped in, popped out. If you didn't, go back and rewatch the part 1 of this stream. This is technically part 2, I guess. Yeah, there's a lot going on. I